Hello, welcome to my bathroom. I'm sorry if the sound sounds weird. We are in a bathroom, but I wanted to do something a bit different today. We had an idea for a little video because, I don't know, I thought it would be interesting. These sorts of videos don't seem to get many views compared to some of my other ones. But yeah, as the title says, we are going to show you how we dye our hair today. As you can tell, the routage is very bad. Like, it needs doing very badly. Like, I can't even tell where my center bit is anymore at the front because it's so bad. But I thought that would be a good opportunity to show you guys how we do it, because we have done it by ourselves for over a decade now, I guess, which is crazy. So I thought I would show you how we do it, you know, a little bit of a how-to, because it's totally possible to do it by yourself. You just need to know the hacks, you just need to know what to do. So here's how to do half and half hair dye, but on your own. So first off, let's see all the things that you're gonna need. So I've got them all here behind me. You're gonna need some hair clips and hair bubbles, a hairbrush. You're gonna need some like brushes that you actually like dye hair with, that have this like long thin bit. You don't need this if you can't afford to get this. It makes it a lot easier, but if you really can't afford to get this, I will show you how you don't need it. You're gonna need the bleach that you're using and a bowl. Oh, and also some gloves. Okay, stitch brush not required. Any brush will do. So yeah, you just want to brush your hair, make sure there's no knots, no nothing. I'm going to try my best to explain how we do this. Oh, also you're going to want just like a t-shirt that you don't really care about getting bleach on, just to make it easier. You're also going to want a second mirror. Woo! So I've got a mirror right in front of me here that's attached to the wall, you know, behind our sink. And then I have brought this mirror in here. You're going to want it at a bit of an angle. You're not going to want to create like a mirror illusion, because that's not going to be helpful. You're going to be in the way. So you're going to want to have it like off to the side at a bit of an angle, just so that you can actually, the way you can test is if you stand in the way and you can actually see yourself in the other mirror. That's what you want. You want to be able to see you in the other mirror, and then the same if you turn around this way, I can see my other side over here. If I'm looking in this mirror, in that mirror, and I can see myself. Let me see if I can show you. So as you can see, look, I can see like the back of my head here. If I can see like all of the underneath. I can see basically the whole back of my head here in this position, and then if we flip around this way, you can see the other side. Obviously the side facing the light is going to be a little bit easier to see, but yeah. So now you've got your mirrors set up and they're in the correct position and whatnot. You're going to want to brush your hair. You don't want any kind of parting yet. You just want to brush it all out, make sure there's no knots, no nothing. And then you're just going to want to like roughly guess where your parting is down the center. Yeah, that'll do. Like, if you can see, this is not a good parting, like, it's bad. So then what you're going to want to do is split your back. You're just going to want to feel roughly. If you feel the back of your head here, there are your two muscles on each side. You've got your two bones and then your two neck muscles. Then you can feel in the middle of those two, that's where the center is, you know, that's quite easy to use as your guide. You just feel that bit in the back of your neck, find where that is, and you want to split the bottom. And yeah, like I said, this bit doesn't need to be perfect. This is just your starting guide. Just fucking do it, bruh. And we're good. Okay. Next up, this is where your little like tool things will come in handy. If you don't have one of these, find something that's long and thin like this, like a cocktail stirrer, chopsticks, anything that's like this. You want it to be quite thin or have a point at the end. Like a pencil will probably be a bit too thick, but you can get the same kind of effect. Chopsticks, toothpicks would be good, cocktail stirrers, barbecue skewers, anything like that is a very good cheap alternative. And then also having a comb on the end of this one. So you can get these kits really quite cheap. If you go into like pound stores or dollar stores, you'll probably be able to find a hair kit like this, which is usually pretty cheap, do you know what I mean? Because they're made of plastic. But I understand not everybody can do that. Cocktail stirrers are free if you're going to like a Costa. So yeah, the comb is going to help you try and get that like dead straight line. So we're just going to use this comb bit. We're also going to use this bit here to like pick up tiny hairs and make sure they're on the right sides. I'm only going to be showing you how to bleach the one side today, but the process would just be the same if you're dyeing the darker side, say you're starting it blonde. It's exactly the same process, just with dye. You just might want to be a little bit more careful because obviously black dye will try to bleed, so you don't want it to cross over. But yeah, so next you're just going to want to sort out your parting. So you want it to go from all zigzaggy like this to go like this, and just sort this front bit out as far back as you can see for now. I'm just going to speed through that. And there we go. Yeah, for this you want to go on your nose. So if it helps, find your Cupid's bow, find the tip of your nose, hold your cool little tool. Ooh. And there you go, find the center. And then from there you can like use your different tools to try and like make it. And it doesn't have to be perfect, especially if you're just gonna have for like a or like a fringe that comes forward, unless you're gonna keep it in this dead center parting. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's a good thing. It still looks perfect because of how hair like falls forward and makes the perfect like half and half. So it doesn't have to be perfect, especially because you're doing it yourself. You're doing your best. You're doing your best, bestie. Okay, so now we have to tackle the back. So this is where your two mirrors are going to come in handy, and this might be a little bit tricky and a little bit fiddly to get the hang of at first, but because you're like looking in a mirror, and I get confused being like, which way is up and which way is forward and back and left and right, but take it slow, you'll figure it out. Let's go. Honestly, that'll do, I think. Okay, so this is where your hairbands will come in. So we're going to save one for later. And we're going to take one. I like to get one dark one out just to make it a little bit easier to understand. And you're going to want to put the side that you're not using, the side you're not doing anything with, up to the side, away. We want it tight away from the head so that none of it gets touched by our bleach. Do it in a nice twisty tight bun or something. Eat. Eat. Huh. Huh. And then we can also use a clip to just keep any flyaways tight away. Okay, so now we have one half of our hair all ready to go. So double check that our line is all good. We want some of these little baby hairs to be darker, so save some of them. And we're ready to go! Now we start the bleaching process. Put your gloves on. Always wear protection, kids. So you're just going to pour your powder in. You can see what I'm doing. Next we're going to add our second component, which is the liquid part. Forbidden moves. Let's do this. This is where your the end of like your little tools are gonna come in real handy. This one has a crochet hook, which is like kind of fascinating. It's got a little tiny crochet hook, and then assuming for like highlights. But yeah, this is where you're gonna use your little tool. You're gonna use it to section off your hair just by simply dragging it through. Lifting that up, grabbing whatever sat on it, pull the rest down, and you've got a bit of a nice clean line. Beautiful. So because I already have blonde down here, I don't really need to bleach all of it. I just need to do my roots. But yeah, if you are going to bleach the whole side, obviously just bring whatever bleach you're putting on, just bring it down and make sure it's all in there, you know? I want to eat it so badly. You're not going to want a lot on your little brush. The ones with the edges like this are a lot easier when it comes to doing these lines. That's why these are really handy. But yeah, you're not going to want a lot, just a little bit. Because you want to make sure you've got enough. And then you don't want to put it, most people's instinct will be put it on the line, like literally on it. You don't want to do that. You want to go like a couple a couple millimeters away, because it will like spread. It will like bleed in. So you want to go just a little bit away. See, just a little bit away. I'm just going to go down that little line, making sure that you don't go too close. Just take it slow. Imagine this turns out like really bad and I've got like Brad Mondo like roasting me. And then I'm just going to go, when you're facing one mirror, you're just going to go as far back on the back of your head as you can see. Don't try and force it, just go as far back as you can see. Then you want to get your little tool. This is where we're going to like do like a T-section. You're going to put this on the top of your head where you can see like the farthest back. Drag it down the side of your head to your ear. And then pull all this hair forward. And then pull all the rest of it back. I should have some form of T-section. Yeah, that worked. So this stuff is all the stuff I can't see, because I can just about see that parting. And then all of this stuff at the front is all the stuff I can see. So I'm going to put the stuff I can't see in a little hairband for now, just so that it stays separate. Hope you can see what I'm like trying to achieve. And then yeah, keep going. You want to do all the way to the back as far as you can see. Now you've got your new T section. You're going to want to do down that T section. I need to do both sides, so I'll now do this side of it as well, just to make sure that these two sections are kind of even, because obviously certain sections are going to die a bit quicker. Well, bleach. The ones you put on first are going to be blonder than the ones you put on last, so you don't really want to do sections 2 different times, like 2 as in TOO, 2 different of a time. What I tend to do is go all the way around like all the edges that are seen first, especially the front, because that's where most people will see it. You're gonna see all the weird faces I pull while concentrating. Don't forget your sideburns. Cool, so now we're gonna get our little toolie thing and we're gonna take a section about 1 centimeter wide, or like half an inch. Like this. And you want to kind of see the residue of the bleach through on this side. If it's all untouched hair, then you've gone too far. You want to be able to see some of the residue of the bleach on this side, so that you can just make sure that it's all covered, you know. If you take too thick of a section and it's all like dry hair, then you're not going to get everywhere. In the middle of that dry hair is going to be completely untouched hair if you put it straight on top of the dry. Do you know what I mean? Like, because bleach isn't like shampoo or hair dye. It doesn't, like, you can't just put a dollop on your head and mix it in. You've actually got to make sure it touches each section because it's quite dry. So you actually got to make sure that it gets in there. Mixing. So then I just do like smushy motions to make sure it's all in there. And you're just gonna want to lay it on the brown side. Don't hit it down. Just lay it real gentle, like a baby. Like, full disclaimer, I'm in no way a professional. Like, I've just been doing it to myself for a little while, you know, like, it's been a long time that I've been doing this, and like, nobody asked for it either. That's the funny thing. Like, people have asked how I do my hair, but nobody asked for this. So, you're welcome, I guess. Okay, now we're just going to keep doing that. So now that we've got this dry side here, you're going to want to put more bleach on it, section it, do more, section it, and do more, you know, like, there you go. And then do the whole front T-section, and then I'll show you how to do the back. So let's just speed through that as well.
This tannoy will now self-destruct.
section. We're going to want to take our hairband, switch it for this new one, put that up in a little bun for now. Oh, okay, so now let's do the back. This is where we're going to use our mirror. So I can see the blonde side a lot easier this way around, and then I can see the black side a lot easier this way around. So this is the way that I'm going to be facing, lucky for you. And you're going to want to do the exact same thing really. So first thing I'm going to do is go down this back parting. So I'm going to go down this back parting here, like this. And then we're just going to do the same thing. We're just going to section, and just keep going down all the way. Let's just do it. Up. These bits. What are you doing? What are you doing in my house? That's the good thing about if you're either bleaching it or putting dark on the other side, so you've got light hair already, is that you make the line right and then bleach the rest of it, or dye the rest of it black, you know? So there we go. Done it. So now we just need to like touch up any bits. Hello? Shut up. Great. Just touch up any bits that don't look like they've gotten darker, like these bits at the front look. We've gotten lighter even, not darker. We're just gonna leave that on for like 15-20 minutes, not that long, and rinse it out with some warm, not hot water, and yeah, I'll be back to show you the results, I guess. Yeah. Ta-da! There it is. Ooh, warm time. I probably could have left it on a little bit longer because some areas are still just a teensy bit too dark, but went well. The back seems okay. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed. This was a bit different, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed learning how we do this. Yeah, with the brown streaks, could have done with a little bit more because they look like they're on the wrong side now, but I'll have to fix that in a little bit. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. This was fun. Yeah, I will see you in the next one.